Hi everyone, Andy Henderson, your Sherpa Guide live from Forward Thinking. How's it going, guys? This is all about Sherpa Guidance episode 32. This is all about how to create your business map to turn potential into results. And as you all know by now, my mission is to impact the lives of many, many thousands, in fact, 1 million people's lives over the course of the next 10 years. And the purpose of these lives is to deliver as maximum value as I can to the forward thinking community, the movement, and everything that we stand for. It's to move our mission forward, to create value, and to get people thinking a bit differently. Because if I help you think a little bit differently, it's going to make you feel a bit differently. And if I make you feel a bit differently, that's going to impact the behaviour. It's going to change the behaviour that you have in your organisation, and it's going to start moving you forward. So this episode follows on from Monday's live when I was outside on the village green talking to you about all that potential, all that trapped potential that I know you've got in your business. Because it can be a frustrating thing, potential, because it's latent, it's dormant, it's not doing anything. It's there, it exists. And it's kind of like the thing I said on Monday was, it feels like, a shaken up bottle of Coca-Cola ready to explode into action, but you just can't manage to screw the top off. So you think about, putting a bomb underneath it to explode it everywhere, but that's not going to do anything with that potential because it's going to go all over the place. And what we need to do is channel it. We need to channel that potential that you've got. We need to get it collaborating and moving forwards to a place that you want to be in the future. So the live today is all about trying to understand that potential and trying to, get it to work for you so that you're able to unleash it in the direction you want to go for your business. That's going to benefit your business. It's going to benefit your life as well. So how do we do it? How do we get all that potential? Because I know what it's like being a business owner. I've been there. I'm there now. I've been there many, many times when you just think, I'm doing such good work. The team's great. Everything that we're doing is the right thing, but nothing seems to be moving us forwards. So how do we turn that? How do we map out that potential? How do we create a business map to grab all that potential and channel it in such a way that's going to start moving our business forward, creating our dream business, creating our dream business that gives us everything we want in our life, build a legacy, feel proud, feel fulfilled, feel like we've actually made a difference to a lot of lives out there, which, I know, that those in the forward thinking community, just like me, we're keen on making sure we impact the lives of many. So as usual with Wednesday Lives, I use some slides to back up some of the stuff, and I'm going to teach you how to map out this framework so that you can start to channel this potential in the right way. So we'll get the slides up. Let's see how we go. So how to create your business map to turn potential into results. And it's not difficult, guys. This is one thing I want to get across to you. Building a business, building your dream business is not difficult. And we always tend to, as business owners, we always tend to overcomplicate things because we're asking different people for advice. We're watching the internet, we're reading books, we're watching YouTube. And all this advice is coming in from all angles. And we get overwhelmed, we get paralysed. And that was the subject of last week's lives. We were talking about overwhelm. But this week, it's all about getting all that trapped potential, getting it working for you, and getting it moving forward. So, as always, I'm your Sherpa guide. It's all about climbing mountains because business is it's like climbing mountains. We get halfway up, we feel a bit sick, we feel a bit tired, we feel a little bit out of breath. And, something's going to compel us to get to the top. So what is it at the top of our mountain? And when we talk about mountains, this is the framework that I use to talk this mountain analogy because, this is kind of the business map. This is the destiny map that, I would urge everyone in business to create. It's all about mapping out the route to the top of your mountain where you get to the top and you've achieved your destiny, you've built your legacy business, you've sort of fulfilled your life's work, and it feels great. You've got clarity, self-belief and confidence and all those amazing things, and you've got a business that's working for you and not the other way around. So, as always, I kind of use this slide because it's a great depiction. This slide's all about how we want to move forwards every day. We want to move somewhere different to where, at the end of the day, to where we started the day. So sometimes if we don't know where we're trying to get to, we're going all over the place. And it's kind of like the sun. If you think of the sun's energy, it's the biggest ball of energy. It's the biggest, source of energy that we know as human beings. And, when that massive source of energy hits the earth, all it does is just warm us up a little bit because all that energy, is dispersed all over the place. And it's like what we do in business. When we struggle and we know there's a load of trapped potential, we start to do all these different things. We grab hold of all these shiny objects all over the place, and we start to just disperse our energy in many different directions, and it's not going to work. It's not going to lead us to the place that we want to get to. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because actually what we can do is we can go to China and we can buy a laser for $20, and that thing will cut through metal. You know, it's a little tiny energy source compared to the sun, but actually if you point it and harness that energy in the right place, it's going to cut through metal, it's going to cut through steel. You know, and that's what we're trying to get you to do. And with that potential, when we're trying to unleash it and it's going all over the place, it's like the sun, it's just heating up things, it's just moving things forward a tiny little bit. And it's not enough considering the amount of, you know, awesomeness in our business and ourselves and our skills and the people that we work with. It's not enough to just let them disperse that energy all over the place. We've got to channel it in one direction. So hi there guys, if you just started watching, Andy Henderson, Sherpa Guide, we're talking about how to turn potential into results. It's all about getting super focused and how to, you know, and using a map to create that focus and guide you forwards. So when we create that specific focus on the future, you know, we're able to channel everything, time, energy, money in one direction, and we can unleash that sort of unlocked potential, that latent potential in a straight line. And that's what we're going to do. We want to get everyone on the bus, all going in the same direction, all performing their vital roles. So how do we do it? Well, in order to map it out, you know, first of all, we need the map, the destiny map, and that's the key cornerstone to everything that I teach. You know, but first of all, what we need to do is we need to understand where we are right now. You know, what are our numbers? Revenue, gross profit, net profit, employees, how many hours do we work, how much cash have we got in the bank? All this stuff, we need a fact find of our basic, you know, business numbers. Then we need to understand what's holding us back and what opportunities there are to grow. And once we've got that, we understand where we are, you know, understand what it feels like at the moment in the business. You know, when we've got to that point, we need to understand where we want to be. How many business owners have I asked, you know, what's your destination? What's your magic number? You know, what do you want to achieve in 5 years' time? What does your business or your life look like in 5 or 10 years' time? They don't know. They don't know the answer. And how on earth are we going to get that feeling that we're unleashing this potential in the world and really creating a movement within our business to do more and be more and create more impact if we have no idea where we're trying to get to? Because, you know, if we don't really set our stall out and decide where we want to be, we're going to end up getting blown around by the wind for the rest of our lives. And we're going to end up in 10 years' time in a place we didn't want to be. And we're going to sit there and go, what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, I didn't want to be here. You know, why did this happen? Well, it's because you didn't set out your stall in the first place. You didn't choose where you wanted to go and make every effort to get that energy, get that potential going in one direction. So it channels you, it keeps you on track, keeps you focused, no distractions. It keeps you feeling like you're making progress. That gives you that feeling of fulfillment. So how do we define our destination? Well, you know, start by understanding what you want your life to be like and how your business needs to perform to give you that life in the future. You know, how does it need to perform? Revenue, profit. You know, how many employees do you think you'll need? How many customers do you want to serve? You know, then we've got them 2 points that we need to measure. And once we've got that, we then create goals, a 10-year goal. We create 3-year goals, 2-year goals, 1-year goals, just to keep us on track. And so we can celebrate success early. And it seems like an easier thing to achieve, you know, hitting your 1-year goals and making progress towards that massive 10-year goal. It's dead simple. It's practical psychology. The first thing we've got to do if we're setting off on a journey is get our mindset right, especially if it's going to be difficult. You know, if we're climbing Kilimanjaro, if we're climbing Pendle Hill, if we're climbing Everest, whatever it is, we've got to be in physical shape, but we've also got to be in mental shape. So where are we now? Where do we want to be? What are the goals? What are the goals we're going to set ourselves to align ourselves to be able to unlock that potential and unleash it in one direction? Once we've got that, we've got direction. We know where we're going. We know where we are. We need to know how we're going to get there. So what's the route that we need to take? What are the resources that we're going to need for the journey? So really understanding what are your core services? What are your dream buyers for each of those services? Because we all have customers we hate. We all have customers that we love. What's the difference? Why don't we spend most of our time or all of our time working with customers that we absolutely love, that love us? You know, how we're going to create a message to attract those types of customers on board so that we can ditch the ones that we hate behind. We can leave them behind and only serve the ones that really appreciate what we do. How do we do that? You know, and then, you know, understanding how we're going to communicate that message to that dream buyer to bring them on board. You know, let me ask you a question. Where's the best place to sell Bibles? Church. Why? Because you've got a captive audience. You've got 500 Bible buyers in one place at one time, every single day of the week, the same day of the week, on a Sunday. They're always there. Okay, they might already have Bibles, but they don't have a Bible as good as mine. You know, when you start understanding what your dream buyer is and where they hang out in their masses, you can more effectively market to them, get their attention and bring them into your world so you're able to then deliver the value and deliver the impact to them. So we go through all that sort of stuff. We understand what systems and technology you're going to need for your journey. The people, skills, IP, resources, buildings, machinery, cash, all that sort of stuff. We need to understand this. We need to have a plan. We need to have a map to map out this, how you unlock your potential to move it forwards. So once we've got all that stuff nailed down, we've got all this information. We've got all this information and knowledge about your business, how we're going to move it forwards. Then we need to create a 12-step plan. 12 things that you must do in 12 months, one thing per month, to make sure you achieve your 1-year goals. And once you've got this list down, 12 things to get from A to B. Now, bearing in mind you've set a 10-year goal, you've got some 3-year goals. This is just about your 1-year goals, because I don't want you to create a plan for 10 years. It's impossible. You can't do that. The world's changing all the time. But I can help you create a plan, and it happens in about 10 or 15 minutes. We create a 12-step plan, the 12 things that you must do to make sure you hit those 1-year goals. Because when you've got them, when you've nailed them, when you've achieved them, you've got something magical, and that's called momentum. And that enables you with that self-confidence, belief, laser-guided focus, and unlocking all that potential into year 2, into year 3, into year 4, and beyond. And once we've got that, then we need to make sure we keep on track, because the gods are going to play with you. They're going to play with your mind. They're going to seek to get you off course. They're going to seek to test your resolve, to make sure that you are adamant that you are on the right journey for you. So they're going to put shiny things on your way. They're going to try and distract you and pull you off course, just to test you, to make sure you are absolutely firm in your resolve and you go into that place, that destination, that dream life that you want to create, with all that great performing business that you're going to build, that legacy business that's going to make you proud when you get there. So we need to keep you on track. So we create, the last bit of the component is building this map, is the GPS calibration bit. It's all about keeping you on track. It includes a part of the program called Vital Signs and a 90-day view. And once you've got those locked in, it ensures that you stay on track. You keep focused. You keep going in that direction. You keep using that potential that you've got and unleashing it so it turns potential into results. And once you've got those 6 components nailed down, you've got the map, you've got the start point, you know where you are. You've got the destination, you know where you want to be. You've got the goals, sort of waypoints or base camps on the way up the mountain. You've got the strategy, you know how you're going to get there, the route that you're going to take and the resources that you're going to need in order to move forwards. You've got the 12-step plan here to move you from your start point to your 1-year goals, because once you've achieved those goals, you've got that momentum, you're moving. And if anyone of you has felt that feeling before, it's amazing. It's like a hot knife through butter. It's like you can't do anything wrong. Everything's coming towards you. New people, new customers, new opportunities, all in your lane, and you just feel awesome. It's like it's really coming at you right now, and it just feels fantastic. And then we just need to keep you on track, keep you moving up the mountain, keep you fully supported and guided on the way. And the transformation that will occur in you, reducing overwhelm, helping you understand that potential is not being misspent, it's not trapped, it's not locked in. It's being used to move you and your business and your team forward towards that place that you want to go to. And you can see on the screen there, that's the transformation that you're going to experience, from having no time and you can't prioritise and you are the business, you're not working on it, you're working in it, you're distracted, you've no focus, no money, bad customers, no structure, all this sort of stuff. That stuff goes by the wayside. Once you've got the map, you can then start to build and grow that dream business. A business that's going to work for you and not the other way around, and you start to feel differently as well. Imagine feeling like freedom and clarity and calm and in your lane and full of mojo, confident, laser guided focus. If you have all those things, you have a structure, you have a plan or a map to guide you, you're going to win more customers, more of the right kind of customers. You're going to increase your revenues, you're going to make more profit, and you're going to get momentum moving you slowly up that mountain over the next handful of years to reach the top and experience all those great feelings. And you've built a business that works for you and not the other way around, because we don't want you to feel like a slave in your own business. We want you to feel alive. You're loving it, you're passionate about it. You want to feel the thrill of winning every day, not just once a week or once a month. You want to win every day. You want to be head and shoulders above your competitors, create an impact for your customers. I know, because that's what I want to do as well. And that's kind of it. That kind of rounds it off. You need a map. You need to map out your future in business. You need to understand where you are, where you want to be. We need to chop it up into bits. We need to understand how you're going to get there. Create a 12-step plan to get to your 1-year goals, and create a way of working that keeps you on track so you don't get distracted. And that's how to grow and create your business map to turn that hidden potential into results. Dead quick one today. Well, actually, I say dead quick. It's 14 minutes, 53 seconds. So it's actually a quite long one. Anyway, it's all from me. I am Andy Henderson. I am your Sherpa guide. And I'm going to help you and those around you across the world build and grow the dream businesses by unlocking that potential, by helping you define and design your own map to get there, and supporting you on your journey from A to B. So that's all from me. Sherpa Guidance episode 32. Done. Creating your business map to turn potential into results. Done. I'm Andy Henderson. It's Wednesday evening. It's great to talk to you. And I'll see you very, very soon. Until then, that's all from me. One last thing, as you always know. Just remember, you're just one step away.